Hello, my YouTuber fans. How are you tonight? Welcome to my channel. I have a new name change, y'all. It's coming. Houston to LA. I have been thinking of a new name. I kind of wanted to take my name out of it because I just wanted to, and I think it might be interfering with me doing other business things, right? So I decided to change it. And I've been throwing names around for a long, long, long time. And I just finally settled on Houston to LA because as I was talking to people, during my ride sharing, I kept saying that. I'm like, they're like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Houston. I came from Houston to LA, and it just started ringing in my head. And so I said, you know what? It's that time. It's that time. And so that's going to be my new handle. Now, some of the sites, apps, I had to use an underscore, but for the most part, most of them were available with the Houston to LA. I think it's the Instagram that I had to put the underscores in between the words. But I'm happy. I'm happy it was available. And so that says a lot for me. I am excited. I am just glad that I'm doing something proactive that I had been thinking and pondering about all the while. So you know how you get when you're like, oh God, I don't know if I should, blah, 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 blah. Well, I did. And I wasn't going to do a video tonight. It was not a really good day for me. I have so much on my agenda that I need to do that I don't want to do, but I need to do and I can't do, and I need money to do certain things. And I'm like, I was just out of it. And so I was sitting here and I started watching TV. I was going to do a live, but I didn't do the live because I chickened out. And I thought it was too late. So I say, just go and do the video, quit playing around. That's what's wrong. That's the devil is busy to try to make me feel overwhelmed and anxious and tired and complaining and, just do the video. So hi, here I am, y'all. Here I am. Here I-T-I-S is. I just wanted to say, I'm still job hunting. So this week's episode, or this week's early fiasco was, no, it started Friday. So Friday, a guy at a temp agency that I had signed up with early on, he called me and he was so excited. I'm trying to tell y'all, the man was ready. He like, the interview went well. And then as he looked in the system for my name, he saw this other girl had signed me up. And if I tell you, her ass never called me for nothing. I don't even know why she worked there. And here we are back again with the profiling. I don't understand how you work in HR and you're trying to profile people and be rude to people. And so he told me there would be an assignment, a 1-week assignment starting on Wednesday. And so I get a call from her this morning. I call her back. She don't answer. I called 30 minutes later. I just wanted to tell you that they decided to go with someone that's already in their company. And so, yeah. If I tell you that shit sounded so fake, it sounded so fake. It could be true, but it sounded like a bunch of BS coming from her. And so it's so bad because, or sad because, why can't I be assigned to that dude? I don't like her. Why is she over my account? I wish we could request the people that we want to be over our accounts because she ain't it. So, okay, well, you haven't done this, and oh, yes, you have. Oh, okay. And just smacking gum in my ear, nonchalant, unprofessional as F. So that started off my not so good Monday. Then it was slow today, and I was sitting out there, and I think I had one ride, and I was just sitting there. It's hot today. And after so long, I just came on back home. I just came home. Because there was no use to just be sitting out there in the sun, waiting. Or the other thing they like you to do, drive around wasting gas while you waiting on ride. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I just came on back home. And so my other little gig is starting back up. I'm kind of happy about that. But I think by next week or whatever, I'll be able to get it back kicked in full gear. But yeah, I don't like when people aren't adult enough to be honest and tell you the truth, you know, about anything. Just say say what you need to say and be an adult about it, because you were adult about it when you did it, or you did something wrong, or you did it the wrong way, or you did it the nasty way. You weren't afraid to talk behind people's backs. You weren't afraid, to do what you do when you did it as an adult. So why everybody so afraid to fix things as an adult? The very thing you try to teach your children, you don't even do yourself. That's why your children rebel against you, because all they see is you lying. There was one thing I didn't like. My mom would always say, "Oh yeah, I think we'll be able to do that." And I'm sitting there. I'm a kid, but I know damn well she ain't gonna do this. So I'm sitting there saying, "No, we ain't coming." She didn't want to break people's hearts or say no all the time. It was like, "Yeah, we're not coming." And I used to get in trouble a whole lot because I'd be like, "Just tell them no." Just say no, damn it. We ain't going. We got too much to do. And that used to drive me crazy. Drive me crazy, because my dad too, who recently died, I made a video about that and I haven't posted it yet because it's going to rub some feathers. But again, I'm not afraid to post it. I just didn't feel like posting it. I think I might have some other things I want to add into it. But yeah, my dad died. Let's just say I'm happy that energy is gone. But he would call and say he coming to take us here or there, and he would never show up. And my thing is, just don't call. Just call, say hi, hey. You don't have to take us nowhere. We had stuff to do. We were very active kids. We had baseball, we had sports, we don't need no maybes and then don't come. We got stuff to do. That was one thing about us as kids. We had toys, we had fun, we know how to play games, We knew how to keep busy. We need no lying. And so what people don't, okay, I'm gonna speak as a child. Dear mom and dad, your lying makes us not trust you. Okay? There's no need to lie. I don't understand how people can't sit down and break things down and say, "Look at here. You see these bills right here?" Now that's one thing my mama did do. She used to put the bills on the kitchen table and we would look at them and we'd be like, "Who the hell gonna pay this?" We were like, "Wait a minute, where we get this money from?" And child, let me tell y'all something. That made us hush up a whole lot of stuff, because we were like, "We only got this kind of money." And then it made me angry because my dad had money, but he did not care enough to make sure we had our lights on or we had food in the refrigerator. The two basic things you could do. Even if you didn't want to give us any money or give us the cash, he could have came over there with bags full of groceries. That's what pissed me off the most with him. Besides another thing I'll have to tell y'all about when I release the video. But the fact that he didn't even care if his kids had food. And so that has given me and some of my other siblings, we have like this psychological thing about food that affects us because we always wanted or needed food. Not that my mom didn't buy us groceries or anything, but it was four of us. And a couple of us ate too much, because when you're lacking, you eat more. Therefore, you're back at zero, right? It wasn't my grandmother's responsibility to feed us, even though she did. There were times where I would exchange babysitting to get food from my uncle. I hated that. I hated that we didn't have enough food or we ran out, or my mom had to struggle and work several jobs or long hours to make sure we got what we needed. And yeah, it was just a whole, for me as a kid and observant, it's like my grandfather on my mother's side. He loved to take care of his son who was addicted to whatever addiction he had. He would help my mom out, but for me, it seemed like he would help her and then chastise her or have to add the negative connotations or negative conversations or, just be mean about it. Then don't do it. Now, I ain't saying he was like that all the time, but there are a few things that I heard. I remember when I was at home back in school, I needed $100 for school. I want to say it was for graduation because that's really mainly what I needed something for. And so he was giving me a ride somewhere, which rarely happens, rarely. And so everybody told me, ask Grandpa, right? So I got in the car. I said, do you think you could help me out with the school thing? I need $100 for this. And everybody told me to ask you, even though I didn't want to. And he looked at me and asked me, am I going to use it for drugs? If I tell y'all, I said, keep your damn money. How dare you insult me? I ain't never, ever in the history of being born been associated with drugs, smoking, or drinking. And for you to say that to me just because your son is a dopehead, just keep the money. No, no, no. And then he was trying to apologize. I was livid. I think I got out the car and just went on my own way. I was so damn mad. I was so hurt because here I am. I'm in school trying to get my degree and you're going to ask me, do I need the money? You don't even know me like that. You don't even know me that well. Ain't nothing about my face. I was thinner back then. Ain't nothing about me looked like I had any type of addiction issues. Not that everybody look like they do, but I never been so mad in my life. And here's what I don't understand. There's something about me, and I don't know what God had in mind with me, but baby, they love to attack me and my character and my personality and just everything. Everything I do is just wrong with some people, you know. You was too loud over here. Ooh, you act ghetto over there. Ooh, why was you so quiet? Why you didn't say nothing over here? Ooh, what? Oh, you gained weight. Ooh, you lost too much weight. Ooh, your hair long. Ooh, I like that shortcut you had. Ooh, I like the weave. You got a weave? Ooh, I like your natural. I don't give a damn what I do for me. Somebody had a problem with it. Somebody always has a problem with what I do for me, myself, and I. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it is so freaking annoying. And you know how they say God has something planned for your life, and I don't know what that is. And again, I don't know why he gave me the intelligence to want to do entertainment, to learn how to make movies or direct movies and write films and write scripts and direct TV and all this. I would be in class and my teachers would be like, oh my God, you are the first person that was ever able to grasp this well. That's what one of them said when I was calling shots on our TV studio. He was like, oh my God, you really, I mean, it just blew his mind. Just blew his mind. And in a way, I was proud, and in a way, I was insulted because it's like, what you trying to say? I can't learn this? Just because other people can't grasp it, don't mean that everybody can grasp it. But it led me to becoming a teacher's assistant. That's how impressed he was with it, where I was training other people how to do it. But I have no idea what it is, why everybody always got to have something to say about me, myself, and I. It don't. I could say, oh, you look cute there. Why you got to say I look cute there? Oh, well, why you ain't talking? Okay, do you want me to talk or not? What the F? I was at Shutters on the Beach. Gotten a job as an admin in sales. And man, this cute white girl, Kelly, started at the same time. Oh, I loved her. We were two peas in a pod. We started on the same day. And so Kelly was in food and beverage and I was in sales. And so there were 3 desks. And Kelly was at the front because her guy was up there. And then it was another girl in the middle and I was at the back because they tried to place us at the door of our manager. And so my manager was at the back, so I was in the back. And the girl in the middle ended up quitting. And her guy, Kevin, was a complete asshole. Racist, complete asshole. And he would be peeping around the corner looking at me. I don't work for you. Why are you looking at me? And so one day I was like this here, and I could see, the fool didn't even know I could see his dumb ass in the reflection. And so one day I did like this, and he almost fell out that damn chair. If I tell you, Kelly and I laughed so hard at his ass, woo, we laughed hard. Okay, if you hear noise, I'm sorry. It's too hot. I am hot. I would try to cut the humming down and edit, but I'm hot. So anyway, he damn near fell out the chair, right? And so we all had to go upstairs and relieve the girl upstairs, the executive assistant, to the general manager for lunch. And so on my day, he and we would have so much fun because he found out that how much I love films and TV. And so one day he said, oh, you like films, huh? I bet you don't know this film. He said, do you know the film Damages? And I said, oh, do you mean with oh shit, now I'm telling you, my brain died. With shit, I'm gonna start over. Okay, so the movie was Damage. And I said, so he said, do you know the movie Damage? And I said, what, you mean with Jeremy Irons? And he was like, oh, you know Jeremy Irons? We're from the same country. I said, I could tell. And baby, from that day on, that man loved me. And so every time I would come upstairs, that's all we did. That's all we did was talk about movies. And so one day I was down in the lunchroom and he happened to come down to the cafeteria, which he hadn't done since I've been there. And so all the sales managers were sitting together with him and, you know, all that. And so I walked through the door and he was like, Patricia, come sit with us. And baby, if you could have seen them people's faces, like, she can't sit with us. And so I went, no. I'm you all are finished. I have something to do anyway. And he was like, you sure you could come. And I was like, no. I have to go. I made up some story, you know, but baby, after that, all they ass hated me. Hated me. Do you hear me? Hated me. They couldn't figure out why this man liked me. Isn't that awful? Like nobody can like me, really? So anyway, girl upstairs decided that or she's an older lady, she decided that it was too stressful for her. Now, she had been there some years, so all of a sudden it was too stressful for her and she needed to move downstairs now that that vacancy was there. So they let her move downstairs. And she was in the middle, in between Kelly and me. I kid you not, a few days she complained and said that I was talking too much to Kelly and it was disturbing her work. Not that Kelly was talking too. Just me. Just me. So I got called into the director of sales office. She said, Patricia, Sally said you are disturbing her and could you please just keep it down? So I told Kelly. Kelly's like, what that bitch say? I loved her. I wish we could have still been friends. She ended up quitting, but before she quit, and she said, what? She said, she ain't say nothing about me? I said, no. She said, I was talking to, I said, I know. She said, oh no, this shit ain't right. And so she said, well, we're going to fix her. We ain't going to say nothing. I said, you got it right, baby. We sat there. Now, we would be laughing every time she got up and we would talk, but when she was sitting in that damn chair, we would talk when we went to lunch or to the restroom or to the copier or something like that. At that desk, we didn't say nothing. A week later, Patricia, can I see you in the office? Director of sales says, Sally says that you are disturbing her now. It's odd. It feels funny that you're not talking at all. Fuck Sally. Okay, and you. I said, Sally don't run this area. And if you call me in here one more time for Sally, we're going to have a problem with Sally. So then Sally got mad and went in there and told her she has claustrophobia. And she can't sit in between us. She needs to sit at my desk so that she don't feel clustered. So they came to me and made me move my stuff and sit in the middle. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And so Kelly was like, okay, well, now we really can talk to each other. I was like, you damn Skippy, she don't know how much I don't care. I sat there and she kept making problems for me and issues, and Kelly was getting madder and madder and upset, more upset than me. Kelly eventually quit and left me there. She did. And so then I saw this as an opportunity to not work for the sales team, work for the food and beverage guy, and I don't have to answer to any of them, right? And so he liked me as well. And so when I went to him, I said, hey, do you think I could take your position? And you had to work there 6 months. He was like, sure, you worked here 6 months now? I said, yeah. They called me in HR and told me I can't transfer because I was 2 minutes late one day. You want to know what day it was? The day that the clock was broken. So how was that my fault? Told me I couldn't transfer to that department because I was 2 minutes late. And technically, I wasn't late. Let's be clear. So I ended up getting a car. A brand new 1990. I want to say this might have been 97. Feels like it. 99. Anyway, it was champagne gold Toyota Corolla. That shit was beautiful. Shined in the sun. And so I was coming in one day and my boss saw me. She drove like an old Datsun looking car. When we got upstairs, I was trying to hide, right? She got out. I was snuck down, waiting for her to get on the elevator, get out the way. So I came on in and she was like, you got a new car? How do you afford a new car? First of all, worry about your own money. I said, why are you worried about me getting a new car? What is that a big problem? I said, you leave here and take 3-hour lunches every day and go buy $300 purses. Why are you worried about my car? And she used to try to tell me to have the director of sales to lie for her. I said, I'm not lying for you. So now everybody was over there mad at me. I don't know how they mad at me for their problems. So then Sally starts up again, right? They tell me they now need me to change my schedule. I need to work 30 minutes later than everybody else. I said, okay. I lasted 1 week. On that Friday, I packed all my stuff and never went back to that department. I was so upset because I really liked the job. I loved the location. We was right on the beach. I loved the hotel. One time I went had to go up front and run some errands, and Dustin Hoffman was on the telephone, and he turned around and looked at me, he was like, hey. I was like, hey, Dustin. It was so funny. And then one time I had to go to the gift shop, and Sean Penn was in the gift shop. I just used to see people, right? And I was so mad. I'm like, how the hell can people be so mean, and how people can still be stuck on color and classism and racism and sexism and all these aren't y'all tired? When do y'all get tired? That's why y'all popping pills to go to sleep. Y'all need to start minding your own business. You are not going to live on this earth without other people, other nationalities. Y'all need to get over that shit. Y'all need to go to counseling. There's something wrong with y'all. It is something wrong with y'all to think all these years, all this time that you going to be the only ones on this damn earth and in control of everything all the damn time. That's a sickness. That's a real big sickness. I have encountered those types of things quite a bit in my life. And so that's what it always makes me wonder what I'm not doing right to get to whatever this is that God gave me to make all these demons really try to keep me down. Really try to keep me down. Because here's what I do know. When there have been some times when people stuck up for me, and when they stick up for me, baby, we be winning. Stuff happened. When I went back to Houston for school, HCC, and one of my teachers, I had to have a talk with him. They were getting mad at me because they didn't want to teach us thoroughly, right? They would just graze through all this stuff. That's why people who get out of school don't know a lot of shit, because the instructors, they just glaze through the stuff. And so I was sitting in the lab one day, and they were trying to teach us about layering or something like that in one of the classes. In editing, he was teaching us about cutting, and then layering and timelines. That's what I'm trying to say. And timelines, how you can stack and stuff, all that stuff. And so I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. You're talking too fast or whatever. And so he was like, don't worry about it, you'll get it. I was like, no, I won't. Not until you show me. And so the bell rang or whatever, class was over. Not bell rang, but class was over. And so I said, I'm not leaving this room until you show me what the hell I need to know, because I'm paying for it. I'm not leaving. And so he sat there and he showed me, because I was staying in that lab all day, all night, learning that software. All day, all night. Everybody knew where to find me in the lab. It got so bad till people would come in the lab and try to ask me to help them. And I had a new motto then. I was like, you got to have some money or some food, or don't even come in. And baby, I had that lab rocking, honey. People were coming in, Pito, I got some pizza. Pito, I got some cookies. They just had whatever. They found out what I liked and everything. That used to be funny. And so I was in there so much till the dean, who didn't like me as well, because he taught Photoshop, and I had to make him slow down and show me what the hell I was doing in Photoshop as well, right? So one day he comes in, you're in here all the time, huh? I said, yeah. I said, I make sure don't nobody be in here with drinks and stuff over here by the computers. Whatever we do or eat is over there in the center. That ain't nothing is allowed around all this. We had brand new computers and stuff. He said, I know, they told me. He said, so do you want to be the computer lab aide? I said, what? He said, yeah, you want to be a computer lab aide? I said, I get a check. He said, yeah. I said, you damn skippy. I want to be a computer lab aide. And so I became a computer lab aide. Then it was time for us to do the final whatever. And in a couple earlier classes, everybody said, but Trisha always wanted to do this. And she always wanted, and I was like, she always wanted to direct. And she always wanted to be in control. And I said, I don't even have classes with all y'all all the time. What y'all talking about? So I said, you know what? Let them pick whatever position they want for the project. Let them pick their positions and I'll pick last. How come didn't nobody pick writing or producing? Directing. Nobody picked writer or directing. So then Mr. Hill looked at me. He kind of started laughing. He said, well, there are only 2 positions left. And since nobody else wanted them, you're going to have to do them. I said, what? Writing and directing. If I tell you we couldn't stop laughing, that shit was funny. We never laughed so hard. I said, they did all that damn fussing and didn't nobody want to pick writing or directing, huh? He was like, no, don't. So I wrote a commercial because I was upset. I said, why they don't have no commercial for the broadcast technology department? How you going to be broadcast technology and don't have no damn commercial to attract the students to the department? And so Miss Hill said, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I wrote it. He loved it. And he entered it into the Telly Awards. I'd never heard of Telly Awards. So anybody can put their projects in the Telly Awards, and then they pick people either gold or bronze. I want to say silver, gold, silver, bronze, or whatever. So we ended up winning a bronze. And we ended up winning a bronze because they gave me the keys to the lab on the off season for me to come to the school by myself, unlock the door, and go in there and edit and cut a 30-second commercial, of which I did. And we won the bronze. Now, everybody smiling and cheesing and happy and all this stuff because we done won an award. Me and Mr. Hill just laughed. He told me, he said, I expect to see your name in lights. Don't let me down. He told me, he thanked me, rather, for making him enjoying teaching again. That's what he told me. I think I still had a paper from that test where he wrote those words. So yeah, when certain people do have the guts to say that girl ain't done nothing, leave her alone, which happened at Cal State LA too. And they put this advisor over me. Some man was lying on me like I was, I started a student organization. He lying on me like I was stealing money. We ain't had no damn money. And so they put the advisor over me, the black man, and he came in there to observe. And so he called me to his office. I said, I'm not going to nobody's office. I'm not in the mood for that shit. He said, come on in here. I owe you an apology. I let them set me up. They in there lying on you about stuff. I don't see none of this stuff you doing. All you doing is teaching people how to do stuff in the TV studio. I said, I know. Well, what they talking about? I said, I don't know. I asked them. He was so mad. Baby, that man got me 2 scholarships. Do you hear me? I had 2 scholarships because of him. I ain't even know nothing about it. $2,500 total scholarship grants. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's going to come out, if it's going to come out. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, preventing it from coming out. But I know it's getting on my damn nerve. I know that. I know that. I know I keep praying. I'm a very, very, very prayerful person, motivating person. There ain't a person that ain't never met me that I've never really tried to help. Nobody will ever tell you that. If they do, they lying. They are an absolute lie. I've never not helped people. Even the people that did me wrong, I had to help them. But I don't know what's up with these jaggers I be getting. Jag. Oh, she like this. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that. Oh, they did that. Oh, that. Lately, though, too many people have said it, and I'm still mad and don't want to do it. But I have to go back to stand-up comedy. If I hear one more person say that again that I don't even know, I belong on TV. I belong on the stage. I belong somewhere. After you try something so long, you get tired. I get tired. But I got to get back on stage. Now, I never stop writing. That's one thing about me. I never stop writing. I got jokes everywhere. I got to collect them. I write my notes down, my jokes down as they come to me or whatever. But I guess maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is doing my stand-up comedy again. It's such a brutal industry. It's a brutal industry. I'm like, why I got to always have the hardest stuff that God put in me? I don't understand that. I mean, one time I was in the Easter play at church, and I asked my mama. I got mad. I had more lines than all the other people. I said, Mom, why I got all the lines? She said, 'cause you got the best memory. And I'll never forget. I went, oh, okay. And I did my lines. She said it's so simple because you got a good memory. You got the best memory. They like you. They know you can do it. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was the end of that. But now it's like, because they know I can do it, they want to keep me from doing it. How the shit flip and go in reverse? I don't know. I don't know how it flipped and go in reverse. I don't know. It used to be, oh, let Trisha do that. She know how to do that. Oh, Trisha, come on, do this. I can't tell you how many things I've led and done, and programs and fashion shows and dance steps and dance things and just every damn thing. Announcements at church and everything. And they used to throw me up there, throw me in the front. Now everybody throwing my ass to the back. They don't even want me in the front no more. And I tried to do that. I tried to get behind the camera. They still won't even let me be behind the camera. Y'all better leave me the hell alone. I got a different prayer, but I can't tell y'all how I've been praying now. But baby, I got a different prayer. Y'all better leave me be. Y'all better leave me be. If you ain't got that good to say, get your ass out the way, because I'm coming through. I'm coming through. I might have tears in my eyes. I'm coming through. I might have food on the side of my mouth. I'm coming through. I might look like I'm in my third trimester. I'm coming through. So move. All right, y'all. I don't know if this was how I wanted to do this episode, but that's what came out. That's what came out. But I thank y'all for watching, because I see y'all watching. I got some new subscribers. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. And remember, please leave a comment, a like, share this video with your friends. And I'll see you next time on In My Zone on this vlog series. I'm Patricia Tone. Oh, my new name. Houston to LA. Houston to LA. See y'all. Thank you.